At shaming federal agent. Korean Jesus fed.
That the being mean is how I know you're a fucking fed, idiot.
Realize that every single horrific thing that's happening in my life isn't my fault.
Naysayers, obviously I know they're feds. Just making fun of my hair or whatever.
If you make fun of haircuts, you're a fed. Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Korean Jesus here with some original content for once. That's right, this is 100% all mine. I've gotten a few comments from people telling me I'm stealing other people's content, so I decided, why don't I go out and make my own? This just happened to fall on my lap. This is a TikTok user by the name of CatDad42069XXX. You'll see that he made a lot of stitches about me, and I initially left this comment. Honestly, had no idea how overweight you are. Dang, can't figure that out, but you figured out conspiracies. He was saying some crazy things, so I decided, hey, why not poke fun at his weight? And so I did. I had no idea he was this overweight. And then it connected in my mind. This is why he wears that thing around his head. Most of the things he's gonna roast me on is a lot of self-projections of what goes on in his mind. My roast was, honestly, had no idea how overweight you are. Dang, can't figure that out, meaning you can't even figure out how to lose weight, but you figured out conspiracies. So this is the video I watched.
Now you done fucked up. You messed up so bad, brother. Oh, you're so screwed. You know why? Here, look. I shouldn't have had the knitted on at all this whole time just to taunt you. Brother, I don't cut my own hair. My wife cuts my hair. And now she's pissed. Dude, I would go into the witness protection program personally. If her wrath was coming for me, bye. Going to Mexico. So, eek. Yeah, bro. My haircut, I haven't paid for a haircut my entire life. One time in my entire life.
Whoop-de-doo. In middle school, I learned how to cut my own hair, and then I was cutting my friend's hair for money from middle school through high school.
Biggest mistake. You know why? My grandma used to cut my hair. My aunt used to cut my hair. Girlfriends have cut my hair. My wife cuts my hair. It's cool. Guess what, bro? My tattoos, a lot of them, they're done by people that aren't professionals. My wife, she did this one. She did this, yeah, and this one. Look, she did that. She did that with a pen.
Yeah, remember that tattoo because it'll come into play a little bit later. This is some cringeworthy content, my dudes. Buckle up.
With a pin. Oh, bro, you're gonna hate this one. Wait. Don't you go anywhere. You're gonna hate this one. I got this one from a monk that I gave a pack of cigarettes and flowers in Thailand. He did it with a bamboo rod and like a little hammer.
Why would we hate that? What?
Look. See, this is why I let people like you just have the mic, is because you just show us who you are. We are going to be clicking on that profile picture too, brother. Man, I clicked out and I have screenshots of your profile picture zoomed in, and I don't think I can do it. Honestly, I don't want to do this to you. I'm going to show you love this one time. Instead of giving you the spanking on your hiney that you deserve, I'm going to give you love and forgiveness this once. But everything is dependent on that next comment you leave, brother man. I've got the screenshots loaded up. They're ready. I even pulled them up and started talking, and I deleted the clip. So, watch yourself. My wife's already after you. I would, honestly...
The awkward laugh opening his mouth. It's the soy boy look. It's submissive. So that's when I decided, dude, I'm gonna make fun of his weight. I bet I can get under his skin, and that's exactly what I did.
I would delete my account. I would abandon ship. You should probably run away from your family too. uh, but this has been fun.
Oh, by the way, I haven't watched this. Like I said, I only watched the bits and clips of him comparing himself to 8 Mile, and then I fast forward. Oh yeah, he did bring up Mark Zuckerberg for some weird reason. I didn't watch this. I just skipped through it. I found the very ending part. I just stumbled across it where he said that I'm the type of person that'll start a fight and not finish it, and that kind of pissed me off because you're projecting to a complete internet stranger what's going on in your mind and what makes sense in your mind, which is a complete self-projection of yourself. Let's watch
I've been waiting for just you. Bro, when people fat shame people and think that
It's tough love.
that fat people are just wrong because fat, bro, this is amazing. I love you. You're honestly so insecure and sad that, bro, have you ever seen 8 Mile? You know 8 Mile when B Rabbit says all the things that the other dude could say about him? That's me. There's nothing you could tell me that I haven't told myself way worse.
Then why are you so upset about this that you left a 6.5-minute video about this? That's so badass. You live in a movie.
And guess what, buddy? I've been fat my whole life. Until recently. And man, I could use a little ego boost, so thank you. Honestly, I've been waiting for you. But yeah, I've lost about 90 pounds in like the last 2 years.
I lost 100 pounds in 2 months. You have way more to lose than I do, so that's fucking embarrassing.
And that's actually when I did get really smart. Wait, dude, you're onto something. Your BYU education and your negging is never, ever gonna get me to stop doing this.
Why did he mention BYU? Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is all the things that are going on in his head that he's painting me out to be.
It's never gonna get me to doubt myself. It's never gonna get, honestly, it just fires me up. When will you feds learn?
Remember how he's calling me a fed, right? That's a fed. A fed. Fed. Are you starting to see why I thought he's kind of a schizophrenic?
Seriously, you gotta stop. You made me. You guys made me into this. But yeah, bro, check it. Big boy here. Big boy alert. That's me. I'm a big boy. But you know what comes with being a big boy? Having a size 14 Red Wing boot right for your ass. I know I don't look like your Lord and Savior, the Zuck. Ooh, look at that juicy thing. Look at
Why did he bring up Zuckerberg? Right? It's the reflection of himself.
mine. I'm a little jealous, TBH. I don't got much. You know? Not as much as the Zuck. Dude, it's not fair what Zuck's working with. Bro, come on. But yeah, I'm a big boy. Is that a problem for you? Dude, you know what's funny? Is that actually, as people get older, it's all the skinny bitches that die. Because they fall and they break their hips or they break their femur. And none of their family comes to help them because, old
You're right. It's the skinny people.
people, am I right? So then they just wither away because no one loves them. They just perish. But fat people, brother, fat people live longer. They're happier. They're not sad. Like you sad BYU educated feds.
Why am I a BYU edge? What is this guy talking about?
Honestly, man, yeah, I'm very proud of my weight loss, so I really appreciate you bringing it up. You know what I think it is?
What is it?
Honestly, the only thing I changed was that I started eating those meal prep, HelloFresh. This isn't an ad for them at all. But going from eating frozen food always to eating fresh chicken, fresh pork with rice and veggies that aren't frozen and aren't like processed. That's about all I did. That's it.
I also mentally, I realized that every single horrific thing that's happening in my life isn't my fault. Like I've been led to believe that it's actually the system. It's this like perpetuating this like this sad like
Nothing is his fault. Extreme ownership, right? That's what Jocko's about. That's Chinese philosophy. But here he is. Everything is someone else's fault.
aggression at people and saying like, "Oh, you're fat, so you're dumb." Like
That's not what I said at all. I literally made fun of you for not being able to figure out how you're overweight.
you obviously have not been listening to me, bro, because I've been saying this whole time. Anyone can do anything, and it doesn't matter what they look like. Yo, what's this doing in here? But yeah, bro, you should learn to love yourself a little. It honestly, it does miracles for your mental health. But yeah, so what? You don't listen to fat people, you don't listen to women, I'm assuming. What else?
What?
Give me some other of your like opinions on life. Give me some other of your philosophies, please. We'd love to hear. Tell the class. The microphone is yours. Here. Speak into the mic. Come on, big boy. Let's hear it. Or sorry, skinny boy. You're a skinny mini, aren't you? A little tiny guy. You're a cute little tiny guy. I just want to pick you up. Pinch your little bony cheeks. But
Allowed to body shame me about being skinny, but I'm not allowed to body shame you for being fat, right? Isn't that equality?
have fun, buddy. I know Mormons aren't allowed to like have fun on Saturday or Friday nights or whatever.
What? I'm Mormon? What the fuck is wrong? This guy's crazy with his self-projection.
About like, have fun at temple, bud. Dare me to prove to you that they're size 14. Dare me. What does that say? He's a liar.
He has size 14 shoes. This guy definitely can fight.
He's a freaking liar. And this is just a life lesson for all of my young nitwitches who need an example in their life of don't start the fights, but you never ever aren't the one to finish the fight, right?
That's the part I saw. And I thought he was talking to me.
If you give me an opening to take a swing,
First of all, I would never do that because I've been in a fight. Why would I do that? You live in a movie.
it's gonna be a haymaker. So I'm never gonna catch you off guard. I'm never gonna start a fight. I promise you I will finish that fight.
Oh, will you? Because it seems like you ran and you just blocked me, dude.
I used to be like 295. Let's see what we're at now.
I used to be 267. In 2 months, I dropped down to 135. What's your point?
Now. Boing. Okay, so it's like 75 pounds. I gave myself a couple
You said 90. This guy's lying. He has so much copium. This is hilarious. We're going to keep watching this video because he made like 6 more stitches about me.
extra pounds, but like. All right, next video, we're going to be looking at you. You ready?
Yeah, I am ready.
Oh my freaking gosh, gumshoes. Dude, everyone needs to watch the octopus murders right now. It's the same thing that I've
What?
about for the last 2 years.
But this is the next video.
But to you, maybe
This is the next. He didn't talk about me. He's lying. Oh, wait.
How
Oh, wait,
do
this
we,
is
can
it.
we do
Hold on.
this?
Okay, boyos, you know what time it is.
I
Here's
thought
a
it was the next video. He's talking about me.
To take a swing?
Yeah, I'm gonna just stand there and let you get a free shot.
Oh man, this silly sad fat. The one who the one who I said yesterday, if anyone ever gives you an opening for a fight, finish it. This dumbass thinks I'm talking about a real fight.
You live on the internet, dude. What are you talking about? Why did he bring up his size 14 shoes, calling me a BYU Fed, right? I just like fights.
Bro, he says, "Oh, I'm tough and I'll prove it to you. Look at all these men that I hang out with." Wait, what's that relationship between the Roman men and the little Roman boys?
I don't know, because that's white people culture, and here you are projecting your homosexual agenda on me.
This feels similar. It's not a fluffer. What is it called? Oh, tough guys Oh, I going to fight you. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, bro. I'm talking about a metaphorical fight in your head, you dingus.
I'm talking about a real fight, a man-to-man in real life.
You are so not ready to have these conversations, bro. You gotta learn to love yourself, because honestly, I think you're a little jealous. You're
Oh,
mad
he
that
did.
our
Never mind.
haircut looks better on me, brother. So, I'm sorry you were born in the 70s. I'm sorry you don't have the Riz, brother. I'm
This guy has more riz than me, guys.
sorry we have the same haircut and people want to listen to me. That's not my fault. But no, I'm not gonna fight you, you idiot. I'm talking about fighting you with words. Dude, you guys, sometimes you guys are just too dingus brained to
Someone got comfortable sitting behind a computer screen talking reckless.
get what I'm saying. Damn. I didn't anticipate that. But no, bro, of course you could beat me up. I say all the time I'm a big pussy. Who do you think you're talking to? Honestly, I think you just need to stop being jealous. And also, you can just block me. You don't have to be here. If I'm right about conspiracies, but I must be wrong because I'm fat, go away. How about that? Go away. Or are you sent here because you're fed? Let's look into it. I'll dive into it. Let's look into it.
Another
Also,
stitch
little
about me.
Roman boys. Is it true that in ancient Rome and Greece, that men in ancient
What? Yeah, this is white people culture, bro. What the He's projecting so much of what's going on in his mind.
Rome and Greece slept with little boys? Not little boys, but certainly boys younger than would be regarded as proper. Or indeed legal those days. These days. It was not uncommon in certain circles for grown men to have relationships with boys, which were ideally partly like a mentor and a student and partly sexual. The boys in these relationships would have been in their teens, if just barely. That said, it's not clear just how widely this was practiced. It's mostly a Greek thing. It's mostly a wrestling thing. It's mostly a boxing thing. It's
What?
it's mostly a WWE thing. It's mostly an entertainment thing. Brother, you gotta stop. Because, see, this is why you guys don't learn. Nothing you say can hurt me. That was the whole point of the 8 Mile stuff.
After he made this one, he DM'd me the last one and this one, and then he blocked me immediately, so I couldn't even watch it.
How, dude, I did not think that you guys would be too dingus brained to understand what I'm saying. That's so funny. He's like, bro, I could beat you in a fight. What are you talking about, this 8 Mile stuff? Words, brother. I'm talking about words.
Well, if the words don't hurt you, then why are you so hurt by my word that you made 7 videos? 8 if you include the story.
I'm gonna teach you. Honestly, this man, this man who has my haircut, and I'm not even gonna make fun of his tooth. I'm not that mean. I'm not like,
Do it. He's telling me that I'm insecure when there's smile filters on Instagram. I gave myself that bowl cut mullet, putting a giant target on my face, wishing people would. Like, I don't care. It's funny when people can't debate the issue and go after appearance.
him. I'm not gonna come in here and start calling people fat and being a punk for no reason.
But you're gonna call me a BYU Fed and say that I'm gay? All right, dude.
Could though. I'm just telling you. I'm holding back. I would gladly, because you deserve it, honestly. But I'm responsible. I don't need 30,000 people going after you and you crying to TikTok. But
30,000 on TikTok is what he's gloating.
that I could if I wanted to.
Then do it.
That relationship. Oh man,
He's still look at this. It's the same video. He made 3 video responses to me.
Oh, and guys, just like I suspected, my pattern recognition showed me that anytime I stitched that man, it would not get more than 200 views. Now that is a dead ringer for a Fed.
I guess you're a Fed too, homie. 9, 10. You're right. That makes sense because it didn't get views. You're a Fed.
If you stitch or make a video reply to a Fed, I think that most of them you can't get more than 200 views. And brother, you're only confirming. So I love that you guys, dude, this is so
Not more than 200 views. 600, 600, 500, 500, 1500, 500. Boy, I mean, look at your numbers. I guess you're a Fed too, bro. Look, this is a month ago. Look at these views.
coordinated. So you guys ignored me for the last few weeks because you were like, he's too good at sniffing out Feds. So then the last
4 replies.
2 days you've been like, let's be mean to him. Oh, if we're mean to him, that'll shut him up.
Oh,
but
well.
you don't realize that the being mean is how I know you're a fucking Fed, idiot. Fed alert! This man works for the U.S. government. Hey, has anyone ever seen this guy before?
I work for the US government, guys. Me making fun of star people, hating the police, hating the military. I hate government. I'm all about anarchy. The lack of government is what we need. If you've ever been to China, you'll know exactly what I'm talking. China's a police state. No, it's not. It's so chaotic. There's so many people there that it's really strange. You just kind of have to be there. Oh, now I'm a Chinese spy. My bad.
Guys, anyone who's coming in and being mean in your comments, especially the last 2 days, is a Fed. It's actually been really quiet the last few weeks. Like, I haven't had too many naysayers because the naysayers, obviously, I know they're Feds. But the last 2 days, I've gotten people coming in fat shaming me and
Hey, if you guys fat shame someone or disagree with someone or make fun of them for something they do, you are now a Fed and you can dismiss them as such.
what else? Just making fun of my hair or whatever.
If you make fun of haircuts, you're a Fed.
Like, that's gonna get me to stop talking. But guess what? I also figured out that if you stitch and reply to a Fed, it can't get more than 200 views. So this man is a federal agent. Don't believe me? Look,
I'm a federal agent, guys.
I stitched him here, 170 views, weird. I stitched him here, 114. This did not have him stitched, 304. He's a Fed. Don't believe me? When you stitch UAE federally, the Federal Eagle, 110. Y'all, your tells are showing. I can see.
Schizophrenic. You replied to a comment 800. You replied to a comment 680. You replied to a comment 900. Look, 5, 800. Isn't
This Fed came into my comments threatening to fight me. This guy with our haircut, except mine's better, obviously.
Do you see how much he cares about his appearance? Like, that's the dumbest point to make. Just fight me, dude. You want to talk all this shit, say this shit to my face, but you won't, bro. Street beefs. I'm begging you, please make this happen.
You guys ever seen this guy? Has he ever been hanging out with Paul Wysopal?
What?
Brother, do you know Paul?
Oh.
Do you? This makes so much sense now. Why you guys are like coming in being like, oh, I know what. Oh, you do understand the conspiracies. Because I get it. And you guys are like, how does he get it? It's because I have a brain. Hey, Feds.
I have a brain and no other human being has a brain. Come on.
This is how I know who's behind everything. I have a brain.
Yeah, it's the G. It's the star people.
And my heart is filled with hot blood. And it's beating. I'm Alex Jones. I'm kidding. Hey, Feds. I love you guys. Honestly, you make me stronger. You have trained me. You have been perfecting me. I am your T9000. I am your T9000. You did this. A fat guy knows what you guys are up to. You might be a little skinnier than me, but look at my hairline, bro. It's pretty good. It's not that high. But I think Feds are fair.
I thought he was above making fun of people's appearances. Like, I'm making fun of him for being fat, and then he's making fun of my hairline. Like, I really don't care. I kind of want to go bald. I've been asking for it. I'm fucking 41 years old, dude. And to have hair like that, it's not that bad, dude. Come on. How young are you?
Game for making fun of their teeth. Look at that thing. Bonk. Dude, I love you, feds. All right, send the next one. Who's next? You gonna send a woman next? You gonna make a woman do your job? Come on, send Paul. Send Paul Weisopel. Come on, Paul. I'm waiting. Come get me. I know you're out there. You and frickin' Korean Jesus. You guys are probably planning something right now.
Who is this Paul? Like, he's telling me that I'm a BYU educated. What?
Yeah. No, intimidating me and saying you're gonna beat me up with
Just fight me, dude. It's as simple as that. I don't want to just go back and forth with this dialogue because you just blocked me.
who was that money launderer that was in those pictures?
I don't know.
I don't know that guy. But he looks like a little baby. He looks like a sad man whose father didn't love him enough, you know?
That's self-projection. That's crazy.
I kind of see it in you too.
More of a reflection of yourself than it is of me.
I would give you a hug, brother. I am a cat dad to all ferals. You just can't be a fed. All ferals except feds.
Do you understand how many of these responses he made to my one video reply? Hey, he's not done yet. He's not done yet, guys. Apparently these are my friends, dude. Fat-shaming federal agent. Mean people are federales. See, guys, he could beat me up. Yeah, I can. I'm afraid for my life. Yeah, because you won't even fight me. Street Beefs, make this happen, please. Oh, look at their cute uniform. Matchy, matchy. Wow, I'm burnt. Korean Jesus fed. Wait a minute. This is so fun. This is my buddy who was clowning on him too. And then this guy made a stitch on my boy. That's my buddy. Yo, shout out.
Bro, you don't get it. I hate dictators. I hate fascists. But when you're on my page, I'm the dictator. This is the one place where...
What? How can you hate fascism and being a dictator and then you're like, but I'm one on my page? You're a hypocrite.
I get a little bit of power. And yeah, I can do whatever I want, honestly.
It makes him feel really powerful on the internet because he has absolutely no power in real life. This is hilarious that he made this many stitches about me while he blocked me.
I'm the dictator. This is the one place where I get a little bit of power. And yeah, I can do whatever I want, honestly. If I, like, you are a fed. I think you are. No, none of my friends would tell me this. Bye.
Yeah, it's because you only surround yourself with yes men.
Bye, girl. Oh, you can't just call people feds that are feds. Yeah, watch me. Fed?
I think that's all of it. He sent me those videos and then blocked me, so that's what I got. So I knew he made replies. It's so funny how much he self-projected, bringing up homosexuality, BYU. What's his name? Paul something? I made that one video and then he proceeded to make 6 videos about me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this content. Shout out to the people that said go make your own content. I listened to your advice. I went ahead and did that. I don't know, dude. I'd like to fight this guy because I think it's hilarious how much like nonsense he spouts. If you guys enjoy my content, you guys enjoy my material, you want to give me any ideas, feel free to leave it in the comments. Again, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, anything. Share this with your friends. I really don't understand why I stopped making content, but I'm back, baby, and this is some original content. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one, guys.
Idiot.